How's it going tonight, Denver? This is my first time performing in Denver, Colorado. I'm pretty excited for everybody here. I just traveled from Arizona today. It was a long drive. It was a long drive. But I appreciate everyone that came out today. My name is Nataani, as means I am Oglala, Lakota, Omaha, and Dene, and I am born and raised in Chinle, Arizona. My father's from Pine Ridge, South Dakota. I've also resided there. I am a hip-hop artist. This is my calling. My father, he was one of the leaders of the American Indian movement. How many of you guys know what the American Indian movement was? Or is? Still is. It's still very powerful here in Colorado, Colorado AIM. His name was Russell Means. And every time I get on stage, I think about him. He's off on his journey right now. And I think about him every time I get on stage, because that's who I get my power from. And he has a lot of his voice inside me, because I ain't gonna lie, he's preached to me since I was a little kid, like I was 18 years old my whole life. So, but I went to school in Santa Fe, New Mexico at the Institute of American Indian Arts, and I'm still trying to finish there. But I appreciate everyone that got on stage tonight. It's hard to get on stage. It's hard to give yourself to the crowd, to people you don't even know. It's one of the hardest things you could do in life, so I appreciate you guys. And I'm going to give you guys a little spoken word, since that's what was going on tonight. See, I'm trying to make it known that my people are not extinct. Survived genocide for 500 years. So you better rethink your question when you ask if all we do is drink. We come from proud people that once roamed free. Matrilineal societies before all the disease, lies, and the greed. I'm trying to free the mind state of reservation prisms. Our elders are dying and we don't even know how to listen. Rejecting our own traditions because the white man said it's better to be a Christian. Look at how we're living. Look at all our children. We still live inside barbed wire fences. Now tell me this ain't a prison. All over the country, our women go missing. Once we were millions, now we're the 1%. Do you know how that feels to be a 1%? While you're out there on 9/11 screaming, don't forget, I'm thinking about 1492 when they were lost on those ships. I'm thinking about Tecumseh. I'm thinking about Sand Creek. I'm thinking about the Treaty of 1868 and Wounded Knee. I'm thinking about Manuelito, Crazy Horse in Seattle. I'm thinking about the Buffalo in the last Indian battles. Now look into my eyes and tell me you don't see genocide, because I swear I've had visions of watching my people die. This is the 7th generation, a nation rising on the reservations, here to bring pride to my people and justice for the ones on the inside, because on a daily basis we're just fighting to survive. This is the reality we're living in, and I show you the face of the 21st century Indian, and I ain't giving in. I ain't giving in. This is me, not Aninez means. Sindei Han Han, Wakian Luzahan. Who else do you know that has 3 different nations' names? I'm a threat with the memory of aim in my veins, and I'll bleed so you can see that my blood quantum is not my identity. And I'll fight for my way of life, and I'll fight until we're free. Go ahead. Check, check. I had to do it on this one. Yo, look, I was raised on dirt streets where pavement wasn't real. My bare feet never knew concrete, but still, I walked home on thorns from steep hills. My generation's popping codeine pills for cheap thrills, mixing it with Sprite and Tuss, slowing down the night so I don't have to hear my mama fighting fuss with Jake the Muss. Fuck, when does it end? The older generation still at the gas stations humping till their money is spent. Seen an old man today asking me in Navajo if I could spare some change, 20 cents more so he could hit the corner store and buy some hairspray. I'm looking in the mirror each day, trying to see myself clear, searching inside of me deeper cause I'm in fear of hypocrisy. I paint pictures like Picasso, you see Socrates' philosophy, so sit and listen. Cooking up crap for thought, this booth is my kitchen. You witnessing indigenous stress relief. Someone take a seat and pay attention. The structure is in, dead presidents presented me. 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 Presidents to represent me. Yeah. Look, dead presidents presented me. Dead presidents presented me. Dead presidents presented me. Check it. Now, ain't it ironic how I wanna spend dead men in my wallet who slaughtered my people? Andrew Jackson laughing in my back pocket. Forget the past and move on. There's still uranium deposits coming out my faucet. I said, ain't it ironic how I wanna spend dead men in my wallet who slaughtered my people? Andrew Jackson laughing in my back pocket. That's an old song right there. Really old song. I wrote that about 3 years ago. I just started performing it again. It has one of my favorite songs. I have a video to it on YouTube. But I have an album out. It's called Two Worlds. Two Worlds. Because I was born on a reservation. I was raised on the reservation. I didn't know nothing about anything else until I turned 18 and went to college. So I speak about what I know. I don't speak about anything I don't know. I know what it's like to come from a reservation. I know what it's like to be in the city, to forget who you are, to fall to temptation, to fall to the drinking, to the partying. I know what it's like to be in conflict with yourself about your identity and who you are, forgetting your ceremonies. I know what that's like. And I talk about that in my music. Because that's real life. That's how we feel as a people in today's world. Check. So you can find my album on iTunes, Google Music Store. Thanks, bro. Amazon MP3. It's on Spotify. It's even on iHeartRadio. I don't know how that happened. So this song right here is called Genocide. I do it for the cause, you do it for this game, I do it for y'all. That's the difference between us, who you think is on. Yo, a young boy from a third world jungle in the big city now. I'm trying to live humble, long hair, don't touch, don't stare. Really from a no man's land, and if you're from there, you know, freedom don't come free. Got a census number on my tribal ID, just to prove my Indian blood to a degree. Now I don't stand for that rag, and I remember our past. So with that said, I wipe my with that flag. So Uncle Sam, you can shake my hand, and you can take my land. Give me whiskey and label me American. Cut my hair, but you can't take who I am. Still I'm fighting, writing the words of the wise. It's like I see the world through my ancestors' eyes. Find me between border town lines and red tobacco dyes, next to where a crazy horse lies. You do it for the fame, I do it for the cause. You do it for this game, I do it for y'all. That's the difference between us. Who you think you saw? Get your hands up, get your hands up, hands up, hands up. You do it for this game, I do it for y'all. That's the difference between us. Who you think you saw? I'm the product between genocide and loss. My homie told me quit with the resistance. Looked him in the eye, said I can't relive in it. Two worlds surrounded by tradition, wisdom, alcohol, and women. Temptations left and right. I'm trying to wake up in the morning and pray, yet I'm out at night. Honor my ways, but still I'm losing sight. This one goes out to my people lost in the bottle. Wake up, man, these kids need role models. But even I'm a walking contradiction, trying to find the red road, but I'm stuck in ditches. Just a man trying to be a man. I know you understand my pain, my fight, my struggles. Living up to a name, I can't do that. Trying to make my own, all I hear is who that? It's that young long hair with that Russell Bean stare. Figuring out the world, man, I hope that I make it there. You do it for the fame, I do it for the cause. You do it for this game, I do it for y'all. That's the difference between us. Who you think you saw? I'm the product between genocide and loss. You do it for the fame, I do it for the cause. You do it for this game, I do it for 3rd Street, across the bridge in Chinle. Third world mentalities, alternate realities that most don't want to see. Stolen identities, washed away in the wash in cottonwood trees. You do it for the fame, I do it for the cause. You do it for this game, I do it for y'all. That's the difference between us, who you think you saw. I'm the product between genocide and loss. You do it for the fame, I do it for the cause. You do it for this game, I do it for y'all. That's the difference between us, who you think you saw. I'm the product between genocide and loss. Ooh, Denver elevation, right? Check it, yo. Look. Visions of my father staring at me. Custer chasing, I'm running till he catch me. 2014, I'm mean. Spitting like an M16 on 16s. Turn a cipher to a murder scene. Never catch me sleeping, cause I'm living out my dreams. I maintain a mind frame, I aim. That's word to my pops. I'll take everything you taught and put it in this hip-hop. The reckoning of the 7th generation coming. Keep a hipster in a headdress running. I'm really from these res roads, you can ask my cousins. Dusty dreams, shattered by bottles of Crystal Palace by addicts with automatics. My rhymes rough as a callus. Grew up being good at bad habits. Though, that's always been my motto. Live for right now and hope you see tomorrow. Said my vision's blurred by the unheard. Yeah. 1, 2. Can't you see the evil? I'm trying to heal my people. Said, can't you see the evil? I'm trying to heal my people. So I was raised in Chinle, Arizona. And I speak a lot about that in my hip hop. A lot about where I come from. So, some of the analogies you might not get, like when I say, headed to the store to buy some hairspray. That's what really, in Chinle, it's a dry reservation. It's in the center of the Navajo Nation. The next store that sells liquor is 2 hours away. So what people do in Chinle is they go to the store and they buy hairspray. They mix it with water. They call it ocean. So all over Chinle, you'll be walking and you'll see a bunch of cans popped open, hairspray cans. You'll see people passed out. And it's tough. But for me growing up, that was normal. Normal for me to see that. And that's what I want America to see. That's what I want non-Indians to see. Our reality. I'm deadlier than sin, hit with the power of 10 men. Spit heat like I just downed a 5th gin. Here we go again, Nataani falling off the deep end. I'm waking in, deep in a freak, it's the weekend. What am I supposed to do? I said, I'm deadlier than sin, hit with the power of 10 men. Yeah. So I got physical copies of my CD if you guys want. If you guys are interested.